Hey, I'm Steve Ritchie, and I make pinball machines.
Yeah!
I'm not going to get real technical about the things I do, and first of all, I'd like to thank all 5 of you for attending. Okay, awesome. Before I get ready to do one of these things, I go home and I plug in my vacuum and my Phobie and cut my hair. I always get a haircut, so it'll look nice. I know I kind of look like a tennis ball, but I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Wow. I'm here with AC/DC, and it's a game I'm real proud of. We all are at Stern. It's taken a bit more than a year. I got to catch my breath. Yeah. About a bit more than a year, and we've come up with some nice stuff. I think it's a good playing game. It was a lot of fun to make. When I first came back to Stern on March 1st, 2011, the first thing I did was ask if we could please get this license, and we did. It wasn't necessarily easy, but once we got it, it was one of the best licensors we have ever worked with. They gave us everything we wanted, pretty much. I'm limited to 12 songs, but it's not bad. It's still so much more music that's ever been put in a pinball machine before. Excuse me. And I'm thinking, for a long time people have been asking me, because it's been out now for since February or so, people are asking me, why don't the songs continue from one ball to the next? It's because the lineman doesn't want to do it. That's why. I'm going to go back and eat his ass as soon as I get back there. We'll have that in a week or two, I promise. Okay, right now what he's doing is, he's working on code for the high-end stuff, and he really did have to finish it. And what he's got to do to put that in will take him about a week and a half non-stop of doing nothing but that. So he can't start or stop in the middle. This is like, I don't know. I never have an order to my slides, so they're going to come up any way they want to. I hope this is the first slide in the group. It's interesting how they get mixed up. I don't know how this happens. But, this is in a container full of AC/DC being shipped to France. They bought like a whole container of LEs and premiums. So I'm really excited about that. And let me move on to the next slide. And this is from inside the container. Is it going to do that every time?
No.
No? I think we lost the connection. You know what? It might be good just to flip it all the way around or something so the wires aren't stretched. I can still reach that button. That's good.
There it goes.
Okay, maybe we should support this. That'd probably be a good idea. Yeah. That's even better. That's it. Still got a picture. Awesome. So I'm standing inside this container. Okay, when you walk through Stern, you can't walk anywhere without a box coming at you right now. And it's like people are in the factory in such a great quantity that, okay. That one, okay, there we go. Oh, this is our programmer. He's supplying sheets, a very serious man, okay. He's happy right now because we're making a game and we're seeing it built. And I can't tell you how nice that is after a year of grunting, to see it all come together and happen. This is what happens to trees in Illinois. This is how they grow. It's weird. It's not in California like that. Go ahead, next slide there. Yeah, that's a close-up of that. It's kind of like, I think it's got a yarn disease or something. Go ahead. Yeah, got any more picture? There it is. This is the first bell that we made for AC/DC. It's like made of styrofoam. A guy named Dave Link did it. A great artist. You got it. I have more pictures. We'll go. Can we see the next one? Yeah, this is the original train. I went around looking for a train, that looked like the AC/DC train, the rock and roll train. And it's like, couldn't find one. So I found this model and I built it. And it's nothing like the real train, but I stuck it on my whitewood for a while. It kind of worked out. It looked like a placeholder, I'm going to blow it up with firecrackers pretty soon. Now, I don't know why I have this. I just think, it kind of reminds with TikTok, This is like a store in Finland. No, Norway. I went to Norway. Can we have this slide? I'm walking down the street. This is like a nice place. It's called Sandfjord. No, Sandefjord. That's the right way to say it. And These Norwegian guys are just like you, okay? They love pinball, they got their collections, and great people. In fact, they're so nice that they leave them on the street. You can come and take what you want. One or two is polite, any more than that, it's like to be a thief, okay? Anyway, they had a show there. It wasn't the biggest show I'd ever done, but it was very interesting. These guys are enthusiastic, and they drink a lot, a whole lot. I think maybe because it's dark, like 6 months out of the year. Norway is a beautiful place, though. I would love to go there and actually see something. I was only there for like 48 hours, Okay, can we have the next picture? These are my friends. This is Ole Christensen. He's like the main importer of pinball machines into Norway. And I think he does like, 7 or 8 a year. He does the job. This guy's very happy, and I'll tell you why later. Okay, go ahead. Oh yeah, this is cool. This is that's a harpoon gun. I want one of those for my band. Okay, this is Dave Link. Dave Link is the designer of the train and the bell. He's holding the first model train, and he's kind of a character himself, It's like, you don't meet a guy like Dave Link every day. And can we have the next pictures? Actually, there's a group of them. He's a great sculptor, but also he owns and operates a huge haunted house. And every Halloween, and it's incredible. I mean, you walk through this place and you are scared, no doubt. Disgusting things. Awesome. It's awesome. Go ahead and roll through these. He's got a trailer here. Wow. He built himself. He builds all this stuff, skeletons, whole works. Okay, now this is the first ACDC Whitewood. And I want people to understand that with ACDC, we built the LE first, okay? Because I saw what everybody else was doing. They were making their pro game first and then adding things on. I thought, that's not what I want to do, because what if I want to, add some really spectacular stuff? How's it going to all fit and all that? This was the smart thing to do, was make the full-blown game. And I really thought it was going to come out, first. But about October, they came to me and they said, Steve, we're going to want the pro now. And I was like devastated. Geez, we got to stop on this and go for the pro. But it turned out to be the right thing to do. And we started developing on the pro, and we figured out how we could make it, play very nicely, but not cost so much. So if we have the next slide, sir. And this is the LE lower playfield originally as it was. There was a nose in it, but it's like, we don't have this insert anymore. Took it out because, and some people have said, what is that? It's a ridiculous face. Well, let me tell you, the people who said that, they're ridiculous, okay? They're the ones that are ridiculous. All right. Now, it's like, that's hell, and that guy's a devil. And he talks like this, and he doesn't like you necessarily. Okay? And there's like, you beat on him, and he goes, oh, ooh, that hurts. But he also says, loser, Drano. He says a lot of bad things if you change the settings within the game. It's pretty entertaining, and then there's another level that's really not nice. Okay. This is a picture. This is the, right here you can see the bell, and that's the bell laying on the LE in a holder. This is, what my trap line looks like. Trap line. Trap line means inks don't go inside that circle. So that when you screen, inks don't go down the hole and ruin everything. Can we have the next one? This is another drawing. Faintly, you can see some of the other components. The lower playfield is about, about that big. You've probably seen it down here. And on the back, it's just loaded with stuff. It's the whole game is packed with the LE and premium. I don't know if there's much space to put much of anything in there, but it turned out really well, and I'm really happy. I don't know if you guys know this, but the LE and premium have 4 different zones in the GI. There's red, white, and blue. We can make the game look all red, all white, all blue, and we have a separate control for the lower playfield. So it's really versatile, interesting, and then we have, a lot of people have not noticed, but down in here, we have 2 super bright strobe LEDs, like flash for a camera, and they're gonna strobe a lot like probably Attack from Mars, something like that during Back in Black. These are some of the people, and this is the first. This is a Whitewood sample that's out there. They wired it, and they also solved many other problems. They're great people. I love working with the people on the line. at Stern. They really do a nice job. In fact, the problems I have are mostly with management there. We came close to fistfights a couple times because, you know, they're interested in hurrying up. I'm interested in making sure everybody gets a good game. Okay. This is lining at work. I can't imagine crossing my legs like that. I just don't do that. I do that at school, you know. Anyway, he's been working really hard on both versions of the game. If he heard me say that, he'd want to hit me, but he knows I'm joking. Okay, don't you line me. All right. We have a next one? Thank you. Another shot at the cabinet. Yeah. These guys are great. They're testers. They are very fastidious about, you know, checking every single thing because they know if I find something, you know, I'm going to tell them to fix it, and they're very proud about leaving no stone unturned. They really are. That's a foreman right there. We don't like them. Some more cabinets laying on the floor. This is when they first came in, and we're building pros here, and you know, some front views. I think we got some more cabinet shots. I don't want to make them too boring here. I don't want anybody falling asleep. I'm going to check right now. No sleepers. Tell you what, I was in the last summer. Okay, this guy here is an old friend. He really doesn't look like that, but his camera made him look like that. Anyway, he is one of the most gifted sound men that ever lived. His name is Dan Forden. He did the sound of on Star Trek: The Next Generation. He contributed heavily to Black Knight 2000. Wrote a lot of our music, not all of it. I wrote some, and Brian Schmidt wrote some, but he's just a great guy, and I got him to coach me because I like it when he's in the studio and I'm in there. If I'm going to do speech, he tries to get me to do my best. He listens for the diction and for, you know, the hearability that we need, and tells me to do it again and again and again until it sounds good, and the results are nice when I work with Dan. We have the next one. This is Jody Stinkberg? No, Tankberg, that's it, yeah. And good guy. I'm really glad that he's at Stern because he has brought, you know, real marketing. I can imagine that some people on the outside may have found relationships with Jody abrasive, perhaps. But I think that he is definitely a very positive addition to Stern. He's helping out with licenses. He's very careful about checking into things. He has a nice, he's got a nice showmanship side to him. I like that. He's the one that's putting those videos together that you guys see. And they're pretty nice, you know. I can't complain. I just can't. And this is Jody again, and I forgot his name. He's from Poland, and he's a pinball journalist, I think. We have the next one. And this is Pedro. Pedro's like stands at the end of the line. He's like a final inspector. The game's already been checked out and checked out. It's just about to go in the box. He makes sure that everything is in the game that should be. He polishes the playfield, touches up any marks that are on it, and makes sure it's nice and clean. Applies our notes, and packs it up with foam, all of our packing materials, and then hands it off to the guy that actually shoves it into the box. And he's one of the guys, right after the box comes out, this guy comes and catches it and then runs it off into the truck. Okay. And these are very happy people, actually. We have a good time out there. This is the line with, I guess this was about 3 weeks ago. You know, what's her name? Her name is Katrina, and you don't want to cross her. She's like, you know, if I need parts, she goes, paper. She wants some notice, you know, she wants an official engineering, you know, requisition, which she's right to ask for. It's just that, you know, goofy guys like me are always in a big hurry. Just give me it! Just give me the part right now! Okay, now, I have to give her paperwork. Again, the testers go through every single game, they go through every single test in the game, but they're also looking for anything else that looks bad, you know, and I think we have really made a big increase in quality with ACDC. More harness pictures. This guy is, actually, can we go back? He's like drilling holes. Will you stop that? Yeah. Drilling holes, maybe. Also, whoa! Oh, I got it. I thought that was actually, there's some All right, so the horns are like hand painted, but right now what he's building now the holes to attach the jukebox cover, you know, to the back. Go ahead. I'm unhurt, by the way. These ladies are most of them are on break right now. Next. And they're putting the connectors on the wires. Go ahead. And more of the wiring department. Again, I don't want to bore anybody. Keep going. We can go on this. So I'll warm it. Wait, go back. Warm it. Opening eyes. All right, anyway. This guy's one of the first guys on the line. He takes down a drill template, lays it on the play field, and drills a whole bunch of holes that aren't drilled by the wood butchers, or, you know, they don't come in that way. We call wood butchers, you know, they're the people that make cabinets and play fields. They're not really butchers, but it's really wood. Okay, another guy here who's assembling posts on it. Well, this guy's a character. He's funny, but I love that he does good work. You know, he'll look at a play field and he'll put it aside if it's got a flaw in it. Go ahead. More cabinets and more cabinets. I don't know. I'm in love with this logo. I really like that logo. And play field assembly. Sometimes I go backwards on the line because I like to see what they're all doing. Go ahead and roll. These guys are assembling the cabinet. Wait, go back. That guy's the strongest guy in the whole company, and he's about that big. Puts a transformer in with one hand. Yeah, like that. That's Damiana. And these ladies are like close to the end. They do all the final assembly, the real small, precise assembly. Ladies are better than than men, no doubt about it. This is Lewis, he's a tester. Go ahead. This is how we keep our harnesses. We wrap them in paper so the play fields don't get scratched. And, more testing. This is like right in the, as soon as the play fields come off the line, they get plugged into a system and they go through everything. It doesn't even go in a cabinet. Everything's tested right there. Go ahead. It's a sideways picture. Wow. Go ahead and roll again. Yeah, that was an LE. This is a pro. And there's been some controversy, you know, about that face and about not having the face. And I don't know. You don't play a face. That was Jim Belt, that guy there. And that's who was that? That's Jim Shelberg. Yeah, he was there recently, I think yesterday. Okay, this is Lonnie Robb. Now I got to go back. Going a little fast. Lonnie Robb, programmer right across from me. He's working on Transformers. A longtime Stern employee. Good person. Good friend. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You should be ready.
What's the matter? This is Jim Bell. Jim Bell's a AC/DC fan. He never liked high speed. And then go ahead, and this is John Borg. He likes AC/DC. He thinks it's pretty cool. I like his new game though too. It shoots nice. We're not talking about it. Go ahead. This is Mark Elvez. He did our dots, and what I really like about our dots is there's not a lot of footage. It's mostly all hand-done art, and it's kind of fun and nice. I don't know. It's changed. I don't know if you noticed, but we got rid of the 2/3 vision. You know, we use the whole display now. We put the scores back up there. Now I'm telling you, when you need to know what the scores are, they're up there. When you don't need to, we can show, you know, images with a lot more resolution. This is Rob Blakeman, mechanical engineer. He's not real happy with wearing the horns, but he did a good job on the game. And this is Andrew, and Andrew's working on some secret stuff. Next. This is Bob Falkowski, kind of a new guy at Stern, a new mechanical engineer. Go ahead. And this guy's awesome. This guy came to Stern, about 2 months ago, maybe 3 now, okay? He comes in, and this guy has come up to speed and delivered good stuff faster than anyone else I've ever seen come to a company, okay? He did not have any history in pinball. His art is, I don't know, I think it's spectacular. He did both the AC/DC LE back glasses with the mirror and also the cabinet art for Back in Black. I'm proud to know him. Oh, plus, he's a good problem solver. He fixed a lot of things for us quickly. This is Wei Cheng, and he really wasn't on our team, but I thought, put a young person in, what the hell? Go ahead. That was just mean face, it didn't work out. Shipper man, go ahead. Uh-oh, her too. And she's like wearing the horns. Go ahead. They're kind of big for them, huh? Yeah. These people. I don't know if they really like wearing the horns. I don't think so. I asked them and they did. They were good sports about it. You know, he wasn't. Okay. This is Dorothy Brown. She's our parts lady. If you got, you know, if you want to order parts, you got to talk to Dorothy. You have to be nice to her. Everyone has to. That's okay. Just do it. Thanks. More plastics and stuff. Another pool. I think we're coming to the end here. Yeah. This is what I like to see. When I drive through the parking lot, I get to work about 9:30, okay? When I drive through the parking lot, I don't have a place to park. It's cool. That's because there's so many people in the factory. Yeah. Everybody's working. We're making pinball machines. We're making money. We're healthy. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Go ahead. Another shot of the parking lot. Some more games from France. We're back. Cool. That's my slideshow. Yeah. These chairs are interesting. It's like, you know, the thing is, they're probably not healthy because you can lean way back and everything. Is there a way to turn down the lights in here? Is this it right here?
This is it.
This is it?
This is
all right, we'll try it then. We're going to try a little something here. These chairs are so comfortable. We're going to try a little mass hypnosis. Lean back, close your eyes, and say to yourself, I like AC/DC pinball. I love AC/DC. I'm going to buy an AC/DC. Rest easy really last year.
I got to get a picture of this.
AC/DC pinball, I have to have it. AC/DC pinball. Give me it. That's it. Did it work? Yeah. Sorry? Yeah, I'll stand. I'm perfectly happy. Anyway,
there's the back of the stage, there's the front, okay?
I won't fall on them. Don't worry. It looks like, you know, like there was a board here or something, but luckily, you know, it's all cool, all right?
There's the camera flash.
All right, who has the first question?
So is that your voice in AC/DC? Are you the Canon voice?
Are you the Canon voice in AC/DC?
Yes. You know, there's a little no fear in there, you know, some of that. I think, I don't know if we did second place as the first loser. We're going to do that. It says a lot of very interesting things. I like this one, though. I don't know where he's going to put it in the game, but it's like, I'm on the highway to hell. I like that.
Okay, next question.
Yes, sir.
I saw some younger people in the slides that they were hired on. A lot of greats mentored people like you when you all were beginning out. Are you all kind of passing the art on to some younger folks now?
Okay, right off your questions are like way too long.
Passing on some of your experience to the younger folks that you're hiring.
Well, we're trying. You know, I don't know if we've hired. The only younger person we've hired is Wason, and he's doing okay. He's worked in games before. You know, we're talking about maybe, you know, pulling in some apprentices, you know, which would be cool. You know, kind of resent that too, because, you know, all right, I'm 62, but I'm not old. I'm really 28 in here, and that's it's not going to change. I'm always looking for the next cool thing to do in pinball, and you know, I don't have a resistance to technology, and I don't think the company will now. But there was some stodginess. Let's put it that way. And I think we're gonna, you know, change that. Okay.
All right, next question.
Yes, sir.
AC/DC, did you just, at a time, did you just like ride around walking out to it? That's why when you went for a license, you went for that particular license?
So why did you go for the AC/DC licensing?
Here's why. Okay. You look at some licenses, and they're about that big. Okay. AC/DC is this big. All right. There's hardly anybody. Okay. I'm sure if you went to some island in the Pacific, okay, people are gonna go, Dan, man. They don't know anything else. They know that song. They heard it. It's been heard all around the world. Okay? AC/DC has a huge audience, and this is why I picked them. I know they're a bunch of geezers like me, but I didn't pick them for that reason. They got a brand new Blu-ray called River Plate, okay? And they are playing to huge audiences around the world. And they're a lot younger than us, I'm telling you.
I wondered if you liked them.
Of course I like them. I used to play their music, okay? But not very much. We didn't play AC/DC because it wasn't cool enough, you know. We were playing like Queen tunes because they were more of a challenge, whatever. Led Zeppelin stuff, you know. We do that. I didn't, you know, AC/DC is like the lowest common denominator of rock. But you can't help but tap your foot when you hear the music. And it's like pinball and that music just work together. And I have to say, I did everything I could to pull them together.
All right, another question?
Did you have dialogue with the band?
Did you have dialogue with the band?
No, none at all. The closest we got was like their manager, and he was, his name is Alvin Handwerker, and he's been their manager since 1974, a great guy. Yeah, AC/DC is so rich. I'm sure that life is like nothing any of us have experienced. The band is, well, okay, in 2010, they were the highest grossing rock and roll band, and actually of all time, including U2. I mean, they beat U2 in terms of earnings, but they put so much money back into their show that they didn't make as much profit as U2, but their total income is more. And it's incredible. And you know, while I've been working on the game, I walk up to 10-year-old kids. I guess it's pretty scary for their parents, but if they do, you know, it's like, do you have AC/DC songs on your iPod? And they always say, yeah. 9 times out of 10, they have them. They got Highway to Hell, Back in Black, and You Shook Me, generally speaking, okay? Yes, sir. Any more questions? Yes.
So at Stern, you mentioned how you had a disagreement about almost a fist fight. Is it quality over quantity, or is it 3 games a year, and that's, you know, what's the general gist?
He wants to know, what's the fist fight at Stern about?
The fist fight?
Yeah, that you almost got into.
Wow, no fist fights. Wyman and I go at it sometimes.
Well, you was talking about quality versus quantity.
Quality versus quantity.
Oh, that stuff. There's some of it. There wasn't much on AC/DC because I'm old and kind of like, you know, I don't know. I think they want to tell me what to do, but but they don't tell me what to do, which is pretty cool. And then also this, I think they know that I am a responsible guy. I'm looking for the best product for them, you know, and the best product we can have in a box when you open it up and it works and stuff like that. So, yeah, we got in fights over shipping or not, you know, and some games I just don't want to ship until they're all ready. I find one thing and, you know, one thing wrong, I go down the line, I find another one, we're not shipping nothing that day, not till everything is checked out again. And that's how it goes. Thank you very much. I take pride in that.
All right, another question here in the middle?
When you start building a machine in the factory, how long does it take to become a machine? When the first parts start going?
How long does it take for a machine to make it through the factory?
Oh, well, I'm not going to talk about our capacity or how many we make a day, but the next one will be done on the 35th day of Cunegonda. That makes sense? No. Not at all. 35th day of Cunegonda. When the hell's that? No, I don't know. You know, it's taking less and less time because they're getting really good at building them. I would say, you know, it's probably taking them 2 days right now. And I think before when we first started, it was taking about 2 weeks. Okay, but that's cool. That's how they all start.
Any
Question back in the back.
Yeah, I like the rock and roll thing you guys do, especially in the AC/DC. Are there any other rock bands that we possibly could be seeing in the future, or one you'd like to do?
Any other possible rock bands in the future, or one that you would like to do?
I don't know. I'm not in a big hurry to jump on another rock and roll band theme. I like Metallica's probably a good bet. Aerosmith's a little old. The guy falls off the stage. I don't want to make it. It's like, a monster title, but not for everybody, you know, and it's like, for the Beatles, they have such a huge, you know, catalog of tunes, it would be hard to check, hard to pick them. I would want 2 or 3 batches that people could choose from, and I don't know. And even then, it's pretty old, you know. Fresh rock bands, I don't know, you know. But, you know, pinball, scantily clad ladies, they were pretty good, you know. I have to say, okay, yeah, I'm 62, but I like Lady Gaga. I like her. I think she's really talented. She's got some great ideas. Yeah, but I don't think I'm going to throw that on you guys because it's not really, you know, it's for younger people. I'm looking for themes that are going to bring younger people and older people into the market. Hopefully get them to buy a machine and play them.
All right, let's take one more question and then we'll start with the signing. Okay, we'll take 3 more questions.
Is there any design feature or anything that you had to leave off this game that you really wanted?
Any design feature you had to leave off of AC/DC that you really wanted?
None. When I first got there, they wanted to try this. They said, Steve, make the game you want to make. There was no limit on the bill of materials on the LE, none. So I went for it. I'm happy with everything that went on there. It's like nothing's missing.
There were 2 more questions over here. Let me go front here first. Go ahead.
Did I understand you to say that it had an X-rated language mode? Like
Yeah,
Brown?
it does.
Did he understand that you said it has an X-rated language mode?
It does actually. It does say some very nasty things. It's not me. Someone made me say these things.
Gary.
No, it isn't. It's, you know, it's funny. And it's like, you know, for home use,
Yeah.
you don't have kids. No, you can't be, you know, turning that on when you're around kids. Because it's nasty.
Gonna go right back there.
What was your favorite game design before ACDC?
What was your favorite game before AC/DC to design?
Checkers? No, my favorite game, I have favorite games from every designer, okay? From George, I like Lord of the Rings, great game. From my brother, Indiana Jones. From Jim Patlow, Mata Hari.
How about yourself? The
Myself,
ones you-
my own games, I don't know, you know, I like Black Knight 2000, was a great project, it was fun. Star Trek The Next Generation was fun, High Speed was fun. Firepower was fun. Oh, yeah. Wow. We were so happy to make that game happen and have the freedom, you know, coming away from Atari. And I'm missing a lot of people, but those are probably my favorite games. But I definitely like AC/DC. It's fun to play.
All right, last question right here.
Are you gonna make another game for Stern? Have you signed up to do another one for that?
Have you signed up to do another game for Stern?
I have started a game, yes. I don't know what the title is yet because we haven't decided, but I have started a game.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's just started because I'm not really done, you know. I like to go out on the line and look at everything still, and after a game, making a game is very intense, and they need a break. Actually, this is it, and then I'm going to go back to work.
All right. Hey guys, we're gonna move out. If you want to meet with Steve and get something signed, there's a table right outside. I just ask that you come.
Thank you very much for coming.